Hi everyone, this is Susan Warren. I'm your instructor this semester for business math, and I want to talk about navigating Canvas and also about a little bit about Connect. So as you can see, I'm on the home screen right here, and I want you to set this as your home screen. We have two different ways to navigate here. We have over here on the left hand side, we have all these links that we can use. And then also each one of these are what I call buttons. So these buttons will take you to this information, as you can see. I have it in student mode right now, so hopefully everything will be available since the class isn't actually published yet. But as you can see right here, I've got a Welcome to Business Math announcement, which you can access from here or by just clicking right there. And I usually have, I think it is 2 or 3 announcements that will show up here at the top of your screen, so you can see if there's a new one. And then you can find your grades there. McGraw-Hill Connect. All you have to do on this is click on it and follow through, and it's a very simple process to get yourself on Connect, and that's where you're going to be doing some homework assignments and some SmartBook assignments. So be sure that you read about this in the Start Here menu and then on in the lessons. We have discussions in this class, which are pretty simple. You just basically have to post something reasonable. I like you making connections with each other and communicating, but also asking questions. And then your question may help someone else. So you can answer each other's questions, or I often will get on and answer questions also. And so if you go to the discussion board, be sure that you scroll down and read through before you post, because you may find an answer to your questions has already been posted. Okay, so obviously you should start here because that's a good place to go here whenever you get started in the class. So the Start Here information. Okay, so it's going to show you some things here, I think. So there's some other little pictures here that aren't showing up. Here they come. Sometimes it takes a moment, right? Reading this information is going to save you a lot of time so that you can, actually I think the textbook that you can purchase is $26. I didn't change it there. I thought I had changed it. And then you're going to have lots of things that you're going to be learning. I have a link here that you can go to. This explains to you how to navigate. So basically, how to navigate through the lessons. And then I'm going to have this video posted here once I get it done, because it's not done yet. So notice right here it says mark as done. Once you've viewed through this page, you want to mark as done. And then you can go to the next page in the module. So my modules are set up with either pages or assignments, and you get to them by just clicking on next. Here is my teaching schedule so that you can see when I'm in my office if you're trying to get hold of me. You click here, you can see the schedule. This gives you all your due dates for the whole semester and shows you each assignment that you're going to be doing, when your tests are going to be. And so I feel like this is a very helpful schedule because it's nice and compact. You want to mark as done because I have this set up where you can't get to the first lesson unless you mark done on all these pages. So here's some more information about Connect. And so you can certainly navigating Connect, completing assignments, the SmartBook. These are videos made by McGraw-Hill, and they will help you if you're having any trouble with that. And then also, of course, you can contact me. And then you want to mark done. So I use Remind, and you see I give you quite a bit of time to get signed up for Remind. I use Remind to text the students as a class and sometimes as individuals. Whenever I have something I need to tell you, I send out reminders, obviously, hence Remind. And so when you're signing up for Remind, the first thing you do is you just send a text to this number, and this is your message. That's all. So please don't do anything else on the first go around there, right? Just do that. And then you can send me another text from that once you're signed in and tell me your name, one thing about you, one thing you plan to do to be successful, how I can support you. So please read through this before you do the assignment so that you get it right. So when it's an assignment, you just have to click on next and you don't have to click mark done. The flip grid introduction, I think they've actually changed it to just flip now, is a video that you're going to record of yourself to introduce you to me and the class, and tell some things about you, and I explain that here. And it says add your response right down here. And then we get into lesson 1. So if you didn't mark as done on the previous the Start Here module, you wouldn't be able to get to the lesson module, and then you have mark done there. And I have a lot of information in these modules. I tell you everything that you need to do for this module, and you want to keep marking as done because I have it set up with prerequisites where you can't get to the next lesson. Here I have, the pages in your book you can read, so that helps you with the learning, because I have videos, but you also want to use your textbook because there's just so much information in this class. When you get to the teaching videos, there, as you can see, there's 2 for each of the first 2 sections. These are notes that you can download, print, whatever you want to do, that you can use to follow along with the video. And then of course you want to mark done before you get out of that page, because you need to do that all the time, because I will have students say, hey, I'm locked out of the module. And in fact, let me just go back to modules for a minute. Let me see. Okay, so right now I've marked done through these and some of those, but if I was trying to go to the next lesson, which isn't going to show up, it would have a little locked symbol over here. So you still have to go through the whole thing before you can go to the next lesson. Okay, so here I'm telling you the problem numbers that you can practice in your textbook. Did I mark done? I don't know if I did. This one tells you what assignments you have to complete for this lesson. There's the discussion board, and so on that you just have to view it basically, but go ahead and post to it. And then this assignment's locked because I don't have that going just yet, but I'm going to keep scrolling. There's several of these. You've got the homework for that, the smart book. The smart book is partly helps you with the learning, so you want to do the smart book before you do the homework. And then this is your homework. It says it's in progress, I guess. So here's where you can download your homework or print it. If you can't print it, you can just write it on paper. You don't have to write the questions out. If you just have to write this on your own paper, just set up the problems and show me what you did to get your answers, but you don't have to write out the whole thing. And then I grade your homework with a rubric. So you might want to read through the rubric to see what's expected of you on the homework. Okay. And then these are the Connect and SmartBook orientation videos. This was in that module. I don't know if you saw that when I was there, but let me click on modules. I have practice set up. So basically all the problems that I have available on Connect, I put in this one thing called Chapter 3 practice or Chapter 5 practice, and that's simply what it is. You can go there and practice as much as you want. It's not worth any points. It won't affect your grade, but I have it posted at the bottom of the modules. So if you're ever looking for the practice, that's where you find it. Just scroll to the very bottom of your modules, and there it is. All right. Now, there is a to-do list right over here. If you only go to the to-do list, you're going to miss out on the videos. You're going to miss your modules are going to be locked. You're going to have problems getting to things and possibly get confused because you won't know what's going on. So don't use the to-do list as your navigation. make sure that you've gone to the lessons, right? Like lesson 1, I have it linked right here. And then you can go through all of these things, right? This is all part of lesson 1. Every lesson's set up in a similar way so that it is familiar to you once you get used to how the class works and how it's set up. I've tried very hard to make it set up in a reasonable way that won't be confusing. And so hopefully that will help you. If you just use lessons, you're going to be fine because you're going to be able to go through everything. As you saw, all of your homework is embedded within each lesson. And so if you just click on, or if you even just go to modules and go through there, it will all be there. All of these buttons you can click on. I would suggest that you do that so that you can see what's available in this class. Also, all your tests are going to be on Connect, including the final. And Connect has a built-in proctoring through Proctorio, but you have to take your test from home or from a personal computer. You don't come to campus. You don't use the testing centers because they don't have access to Connect. Therefore, they can't really do anything with it. So make sure that you realize that you're going to be taking your tests from home. Oh, I haven't published that yet. I guess that would be helpful if I did that. And so I'm going to leave student view for a moment because I clicked on that. This is the proctoring information for your Connect test. And so that's going to show you what you need to know about it, which isn't a whole lot. This is a privacy information sheet. Anyway, be sure to explore. That's important. When you're in an online class, you want to know what's going on. You want to know how to navigate and not feel confused. I am always happy to meet with you on Zoom, and we always just go to my personal meeting room, and you can see the Zoom link is right here. So I would be happy to do that. If you get confused about anything, the navigation of the class, the problems in the class, homework, anything that you want help on, I'm happy to meet with you. All right, everyone, let's have a great semester and communicate. Communicate with me, communicate with each other on the discussion boards, and let's make sure you get some credit for this class. Bye, everyone.